Okay, we now move on. China's exports gained momentum in June while imports rebounded as companies rushed shipments to capitalize on a fragile tariff truce between Beijing and Washington ahead of an August deadline. Customs data released today showed China's exports rose 5.8% year-on-year, outperforming forecasts, while imports climbed 1.1% following a decline in May. Trade ties appeared to stabilize in June after talks in Geneva revived a delicate agreement between the world's two largest economies. China's rare earth exports surged 32% from May, signaling that recent agreements may be easing supply chains. China faces an August the 12th deadline to reach a long-term deal with the White House amid growing trade pressures from both the United States and the European Union. My apologies, we seem to have some more technical issues. So we have trade tensions rising between the two countries. My apologies. China's exports have gained momentum this month, while imports have rebounded as companies have rushed these shipments to capitalize on a fragile tariff truce between Beijing and Washington ahead of an August deadline. Customs data released today showed China's exports rose 5.8% in year-on-year, outperforming forecasts, while imports climbed 1.1% following this decline in May. Trade ties appeared to stabilize in June after talks in Geneva revived a delicate agreement between the world's two largest economies. And may I reiterate, a delicate agreement. China's rare earth exports surged 32% from May, signaling that recent agreements may be easing supply chains. China faces an August the 12th deadline to reach this long-term deal with the White House amid growing trade pressures from both the United States and the European Union. We're now joined by Dr. Sanjay Kumar, who's a journalist at the Korea Herald. He joins us live from the South Korean capital of Seoul. Thank you very much, Dr. Kumar, for joining us on the program. Dr. Kumar, what are your thoughts about the fact that Chinese exports have risen another 5.8%, and this is given the fragile trade relationship now with the United States and China? What is your current views about these trade relations between these two nations?
The trade relations, of course, are not in good shape. It's not a new story, but if we see the current announcements of current announcements sent to 14 countries, then some sort of collective voice is likely to come. We will see from 1st of August that what exactly is going to happen, but already in this part of the world, in East Asia, Japan and Korea is trying to voice not anger but regret, and as well as they are ready to negotiate, especially if you see the comments of South Korean Trade Minister. He has said that now the real game has started, which means they are ready to negotiate under the roof of give and take things. When it comes to China-US things, it is always tensed. Few years ago, it was seen as a trade war. Now it is being seen as a tariff war. So that means, like, economically both countries are at war front, but negotiations are undergoing, and recently on the sidelines of ASEAN forum as well, those things were discussed. So we are going to see some really tough negotiations in coming days.
Yes, Dr. Kumar. We now move on to our next story. Staying in the region, South Korea's Trade Minister Yeo